The EU structure is quite complex. Would you say that there's a tendency to oversimplify in the media?
Everything's complex. Our job in the media is to make things understandable, and inevitably that means you have to make a pretty harsh judgment sometimes, which inevitably also means simplifying, but not to the point of distorting. And the European Union is incredibly complex. So is the German government, so is the British government, so is the Kazakh government, so is the Russian government. It's up to people to want to know about it rather than expect it to be just spoon-fed to them. But yes, we have to make things simpler. And in simplifying, sometimes you can make things too black and white, too stark, without the subtleties. That's a problem of journalism, but good journalism is about making sure it isn't like that.
Would you say that there are patterns to report on EU foreign policy that differ from country to country?
I haven't done any analysis, any content analysis of how Latvia is reporting the European Union versus Germany versus Luxembourg, but it's inevitable that every single news organization which is based in a particular sovereign country is always going to report what its viewers or readers want to hear about or think they should hear about. But many of the issues, of course, go beyond national borders, and they are pan-European. They're maybe even beyond that. So it would be wrong to just simply say everything is about your national country, although everyone, by and large, wants to know what the impact is going to be on their lifestyle, the way they live, the pound or the euro or the drachma. There is no drachma now, or the krona in their pocket, and so inevitably the media are going to cover it in a way which is a very national focus.
So with this national focus right now, would you say that in the future mass media has to act on a more European perspective, or rather stay national because it sells better?
Well, what do you call national media? I'm actually looking for my mobile phone at the moment. You know, everyone is now a journalist out there. Whether you're blogging, whether you're tweeting, whether you're working for the BBC, everyone is now a journalist. There are 4 billion people out there, not in Europe, but there are 4 billion people with their mobile phones. So be careful of what you mean by the mass media, because this is part of the mass media now. Whether you're on YouTube, remember 48 hours of material is uploaded every single minute. Every single minute. That means that it's not just about the traditional media, it's about the new media, it's about whatever you want to call it, social media. It's about a way that people are connecting with each other. And if people get angry about something, whether it be the European Union or something here in Germany, they start getting together, and they do it by text, by blog, by tweet, and they can mobilize amazingly quickly. And that's also part of the mass media, because mass means large numbers of people. And as we saw in India recently, literally millions of people within a few hours mobilized digitally to fight corruption, and that floored the Indian government.
So what's then the future for the traditional media?
Exciting. It's exciting if you don't understand what's happening, because it's exciting in the sense that it'll be very difficult to maintain your business as a solvent-going enterprise. I've been in this business a long time. This is the most exciting time we've ever had, mainly because of the speed of what's happening. And as I describe it, this is keeping our feet in the traditional media. It's keeping our feet to the fire, because if we're broadcasting into a place like Libya or Syria, or even to downtown London during riots, we get people phoning us up saying it's not quite as you're reporting it. We can tell you something else is going on. So it's creating a whole new public information space, which is way beyond the traditional media. But what you also find is that people then default to the best-known brands like BBC World News, because they're overwhelmed by this stuff, and so they want to find out whether it's right or not by turning to us.
Thank you very much for your time.